Alright, hopefully we can get this show finally on the road, everyone. Griffin here from Lil Motivation Entrepreneur, coming back to y'all hopefully with a healthy live stream. Sorry that I'm like on my live stream right now, and you all see that, of course. I was on the phone with MediaCom for literally about the last hour. My internet speed was just like under 1 Mbps, and that was for like streaming and whatnot. And then for upload, it was like around 10, which is obviously horrible. But as of now, it looks like we're doing alright, so I'll go ahead and hop on over here, and I'll go ahead and make sure that my chat is pulled up. Yes, it is. So, back with another Sunday stock watch for you all. Anyways, what I found out with MediaCom is if I hooked up through the Ethernet, it'd be a lot faster, which is obviously a temporary fix for a huge problem that I will be definitely bringing up to my landlord tomorrow. Have everything figured out, hopefully there. But anyways, so I wrote down again a few stocks that I'm looking out for. As you all probably remember, on Friday, if I remember right, I talked about how I was going to be changing my overall just philosophy, I guess you could say, when it comes to trading. I'm going to go with more the ETF route and focus more on stocks that aren't necessarily penny stocks. I'm not just totally saying forget penny stocks altogether or anything like that whatsoever. One of these stocks actually is a penny stock that I'm saying to look out for. Seed, we'll talk about here in a second. But yeah, so other than that, I guess we'll go ahead and get right to it. Just want to make sure the stream is still doing all right. Thankfully, it looks like it is. See if we have anybody in the chat. Not currently. And anyways, yeah, we'll go ahead and get right to it. We're not going to talk about drip first. We're actually going to be talking about UGAS and DGAS. I'll go ahead and start with DGAS. As you can see, DGAS has been trending up the last week. This is the last 5 days. I'll go ahead and go back like the last 20 if I remember right. The last 20 shows that it had been trending down. It hit a high of 32. It started trending down. It got all the way down to 25.30 here, and it's been trending back up ever since. Now, if we go to just say the last 5 or 10 days, you can see that there's like a new support here. The old resistance obviously becomes a new support. There's a new support roughly around like $27 to $28. And obviously it went all the way up, clear up here to around 29. So I look for it to obviously sell off. I hope. Sorry about that. I look for it to test that 27-ish resistance, and I'm gonna wait for a bounce, wait for a confirmation. If you go in closer here, it looks like it's trying to kind of bounce right here, roughly around the 28 mark. I don't think it will. I think it'll maybe like go back up to around like $28, $29, maybe even a little higher. But I do look for it to sell off. The only thing is that the RSI is pretty low, and the MACD kind of shows that it should be getting ready for a little bump up, but I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I'm by no means like saying that I'm going to invest in it anytime soon. I'm just going to watch it over the next few days and see what happens. I'll also, of course, look at UGAS and see how it goes, because UGAS looks like it's about to start trending back up. That's another reason why I think that DGAS will have a sell-off possibly by Tuesday, maybe even Monday. We'll just see, but I can't invest till Tuesday anyways. I'll talk about that here in a second. I'm not restricted or anything. Like I said, it's just a new way of trading for me. But anyways, as you can see, you guys has had some pretty decent sized sell-offs lately, and it looks like it's finally getting ready to possibly trend back up. Obviously, the new resistance will be right around $60, so look out for that. Like I said, just overall, keep a lookout on each one. There's also futures. I don't remember the exact the exact symbol for that. I'll definitely look up that probably here tonight and let you guys know tomorrow, of course, because I'm not actually doing any trading tomorrow, like I said. So I'll do a little bit of extra research on futures and whatnot for you guys. It might be /GC. I don't remember right for sure. That's gold, so no. But yeah, like I said, I'll just do a bunch of research on like gold futures, the gas, and all that good stuff. But yeah, so UGAS, or not UGAS, DGAS, like I said, I have my notes down here, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. DGAS, the entry point that I'm looking at is around 27.75, simply because I do think it will test like the 27.50 area, but I don't want to buy it at the absolute low. Obviously, I want to wait for a confirmation that it's bouncing. Now, could it easily start trending back up and even go up to that 32 point? Of course, but that's not where I'm looking at. What I'm looking at is for it to actually go down. I know where I'm looking at, what I'm looking for, my entry point. My entry point is going to be, like I said, around 27.75, and then my target sell point is going to be around this new resistance of around 28 to 29. So that'll be a quick, what did I say, like 3 to 5% profit, guys. And I'm looking for that in a quick like 1 to 2 day swing. Nothing like a 3, 4, 5 day kind of swing. I look for it to be a pretty quick, if not a day trade, a 2 day trade at the max. So like I said, just want to be on the lookout for. I'm not telling you guys what to invest in whatsoever. It's just my thought process. Another one that I'm looking out for is JNUG. JNUG is obviously the inverse ETF of what? JDST. So as JDST goes down, JNUG goes up. As you can see, JNUG's been kind of trending down as of late. What did I say exactly about this? I said it looks to be trending down, like I said, but it's good for us day traders. So as you can see, it's been kind of hitting new lows. I mean, I wouldn't call them new lows because if you go further back, it hits 12, and that's what I'm focusing on here, is that it did hit a low point of 1208. And if we go back to like just the last 5 days, it hit a low of 1257 and came back up to around 1305. So I'm gonna wait for it to get around that $12 mark, hopefully. Wait for it to bounce and then possibly get another 3 to 6% profit, guys. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's not about them just grand slams for 10, 20, 200 plus percent. Those are what I like to call chasers. I'm not about chasers anymore. I was about chasers for my first couple weeks, but now I'm just looking for consistent growth. I know if that I can make 3 to 10% profit consistently every single week, my account will just keep on compounding over time, and hopefully within the next year I will be able to quit my job for sure. So that's obviously the end goal, is just consistent growth. But let me go ahead and make sure the stream's doing well. Looks like it's doing okay, but not the best. Let me see if we got any questions or anything. Nothing so far. But yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to make another low. I look for another sell-off here. I think it'll be tomorrow. I don't know exactly. Like I said, I can't trade till Tuesday anyway. So what I'm hoping is that it kind of has almost like look at the trend, guys. I mean, you can see it had 1 day of just nothing really going on. It went up a little bit. You probably would have made 2% or something, but then it had a sell-off at the end of the day. And then as you can see, a sell-off went up. So I mean, this is like a perfect chart for day traders. So you look for the sell-off, buy low, obviously, buy in the dip, wait for the confirmation, of course. If you'd have bought around 12.94, sold it off for 13.17, I mean, what would that have been? It wouldn't have been huge profit, like 3%, but that's still profits at the end of the day. Then as you can see, after hours doesn't really matter to us. The huge sell-off on Friday, if you'd have got in around 12.60, 12.70, like I was hoping for, but like I said in my previous live stream, had a funeral, my great-grandma and whatnot, so I wasn't really into it or focusing that much on it. But if you'd have got in around 12.75 and sold off at the 13, you'd have made some decent profits there. So I just look for this trend to continue, just consistent sell-offs. Do I think it'll be like a dollar sell-off, 50 to $1 sell-off? Not necessarily, but I do look over time for it to hit 12. So when it hits 12, I'm going to wait for a confirmation for it to bounce, and when it bounces, I'll hop on it, set a sell limit probably of around, there'll be a new resistance, I think, here around 12.90 at that point, because obviously old resistance become new supports, well, you know what I'm saying. So I'm just looking for that to become a new resistance. I'll wait for it to hit around 12, but obviously things could shake out different. Like I said, I'm not telling you guys where to invest, at which point to invest. I'm just saying my overall thought process is I'm looking for it to at least get below 12.20, wait for a confirmation of a bounce, then hopefully sell off around 12.90. Quick little 3 to 6% profit, nothing huge, but consistent growth at the end of the day. So one penny stock, for those of you that love penny stocks and follow me because of penny stocks, is Seed. Now Seed has this new resistance I identified. I see a new resistance here roughly between like 130 and 140, like somewhere around there. So if we go ahead and just zoom in here, and it seems to have a new support around like 120. So if you can make even just 7 cents, say you wait until like 120, 121, it did hit 119, which I got in around 119 to 120 and sold it off for, I forget now, like 4 to 5% profit. But say you get in even at 121, you want to wait for a good bounce, like make sure that it bounces by 2 pennies. So say you got in at 121, went ahead and just said forget it and sold off at 128. you would have had a 7-cent profit, which is about 6%. I think it was like 5.6% profit, something like that, maybe 4.8, one of the two. Either way, I just said it's a quick 4 to 6% profit, and you can day trade this all throughout the day, guys, because say you're just looking to make 2 to 3% off each one, which I wouldn't suggest personally, but say that you are that kind of person, you have those kind of funds available to you, and you can make unlimited trades. I mean, you could trade, if you followed this on Friday, you could have traded this probably at least 5 different times. You can see it had a lot of action. Let's go ahead and just zoom in like right here on it. So, I mean, you can see that it did hit a low 115 at one point. If I remember right, I got in roughly around like 119 right in here. I wrote it up, sold it off at 125, 126 if I remember right, because of where I set my limit, because like I said, I couldn't pay attention to it throughout the day. So I set it before I went to the funeral, and it sold off before it even started because I got the confirmation or whatever from Robinhood. But as you can see, I mean, it just went up and down all day. So if you'd waited again, went in at 121, sold off 127, that'd been like 4%. And it just kept doing that over and over, a consistent 2 to 4% swing, just consistently all day. So that's one to definitely be on the lookout for those of you that are day traders. Like I said, you can also wait if you think, let's go ahead and just zoom back out here. If you think that it's going to possibly test this resistance of around like 135 to 150, by all means, go ahead and try to swing trade it. I just personally, from my experience and from other people's experience, do not like holding these penny stocks overnight because so many things can happen. Good things can happen, but bad things can too. More times bad than good. That is why I just generally like to just day trade these. I wait for a sell-off because most penny stocks, most stocks in general, tend to have somewhat of a sell-off, or they just spike first thing in the morning. But I look for the sell-off, then I try to get in when it bounces, and then ride it out and then sell for a good profit. That's just my take on it at the end of the day. But yeah, let me see if we got any questions and how the stream is doing. So the stream is still doing okay. Let me see if we got any questions. Nothing as of now. I need to get a drink real quick. Sorry, guys. So we got one more stock left, kind of two, because again, it's an ETF. We're going to be talking about DRIP specifically, and then we'll talk about Gush slightly because they are inverse ETFs. So as you can see, DRIP had this sell-off on Friday. It dropped all the way down to about 13.25, somewhere around there. And as you can see, DRIP and Gush both are awesome for day trades. I didn't really pay attention to DRIP as much, and now I am for sure after seeing just how it just consistently has these swings. I mean, it goes up and then it has a sell-off and then it goes up, and then, I mean, there's so much potential to day trade this. Nothing for like huge profits or anything, but what really intrigued me about this was, one, it kind of is trending up. If you notice this trend here, it's trending up, nothing major or anything, but it is trending up for sure. And what I really liked is this nice little, I wouldn't call it correction, but little sell-off it had. So now there's this new support roughly that it built around 13.35, and there's a resistance, probably I'm identifying the resistance around like 14. So if I remember right, the potential profit is roughly, I didn't actually write down, I think 3 to 4%. But let's say you go ahead, because I do think it has bounced at this point, but there is a little resistance around where it is now, 13.54. So if I were you guys, I would wait to see what this does. I'd probably wait until the 13.60 mark and then probably invest, because if you get in at 13.60 and let's say you just sell it off at $14, so you got a 40-cent profit off of 13.60, you're looking at, yeah, 3%, guys. I mean, nothing major, but that's the day trade. That's just a quick selling it, and let's say you somehow buy like 100 shares of this at 40 cents. What would that be? Like $40 or something like that? Times, oh, did the wrong math there. 40 cents times 100. I mean, yeah, you're looking at a quick $40 made, guys. So, I mean, it's nothing major, but, and obviously if you buy 100 shares of this, you're looking at what? $1,300, or is that math right? Hopefully my math's right. Hopefully, who knows? But anyways, I mean, it's gonna take some money, obviously. But even for you guys with smaller accounts, I mean, like me, if I were to invest in this now, obviously I might miss out on this. I might wait until it has another sell-off and then get in, because I'm not gonna invest till Tuesday because I'm waiting I'll go ahead and explain that now, I guess. I'm waiting for all of my funds to become available. I have funds becoming available Monday from stocks that I sold on Thursday. I explained that in my newest video, the Robinhood video. I believe I uploaded it yesterday on how to grow your Robinhood account with a cash account more than any. I love cash accounts over the instant gold, all that. I will probably just use cash account probably forever as long as I'm using Robinhood. I might use gold, but I haven't decided yet. Either way, that's a ways down the road, probably late summer at the earliest, how it's looking. So, but yeah, that's a video. If you want to check it out, just click on the channel, and it's like my newest video. But anyways, so by Tuesday, all my funds that I am getting from Friday's sales will be available Tuesday. So that is why I'm waiting till Tuesday, and then with Tuesday, I'll go ahead and invest all the money, whatever that I feel like investing, and or day trading, whatever, and then obviously whatever I do Tuesday and sell will be available Thursday. So then I'll have all my funds available Thursday. I'll do that, and then Thursdays will be available Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You see what I'm doing here? Like, I'm pretty much using all of my money each day, selling it off by the end of the day. In theory, obviously there'll be some instances where I'm gonna have to like hold a trade. Like if I think, now I'm not saying this for drip whatsoever because I see more of a day trade than anything, but say for some reason drip just slowly trends up. Say it has a sell off Tuesday and it's just slowly trending up, and I know my target sell point's 14. I get in, just let's throw a random number out there, say 13.25, and I think if I hold it another couple hours into the next day, I'll be able to hit my sell point, maybe even higher. So obviously just things like that I can't control at the end of the day could possibly change this, but then what I'll do is just not invest that next day. I'll just wait until those funds from drip would then become available, and then so on. So that's just how I'm doing it for now on. But yeah, drip, like I said, one to definitely be on the lookout for. And if you're wanting to know how drip tends to move, just go over and look at Gush. As you can see, Gush has been kind of trending down as of late. I don't know why my tool didn't work that time. Gush has been kind of trending down, obviously. Let me go ahead and erase that. I didn't mean to do that. Remove. But yeah, Gush has been trending down of late. I love that this little, I call it a smiley face because as you can see here, little smiley face there. If it'll draw, little smiley face there that it made. But I love when stocks do this because if you can buy down here, some people probably panicked, or not panicked, but pre-sold off early, and then obviously it kept trending back up. But I mean, just imagine if you'd got in roughly just around 21.75, sold off around 22.75. I mean, you made $1 off of 21.75. What would that be, guys? $1 divided by 21.75, that's 4.5, almost 5%. So I mean, that is a good decent profit there, guys. I mean, like I said, nothing major, nothing that's just wow, oh my god, or anything. But if you just start doing the basic math on this stuff, I mean, if you can compound your account 5% a day, we already went over that math. If you didn't see that video, go back into my playlist about stock markets in general, the stock market lessons playlist, and I go over if you can just compound your account 5% every single day. I mean, now obviously you're going to have some days where you do get lucky and get 10+%. You'll have days where you're going to, let's be real, be in the minus, probably 1 or 2. If you set stop loss, you shouldn't have no more than 2. I always say set stop losses at 2%, somewhere on there. Just give yourself a little bit of wiggle room so you don't accidentally sell off too early. And obviously each stock is different, but obviously there'll be those days where you have losses. But I mean, if you equal out to just 4, 5, 6% a day average, and you just do that every single day, I mean, it's just a mathematic explosion, and eventually you'll be able to do this full time. Obviously, that is my goal at the end of the day. I'm sure it is for those of you that are watching as well. But yeah, so Gush and Drip, two other ones to look out for. And just because Gush is kind of trending down doesn't mean you should just ignore it. Like me, I'm watching Gush. I'm looking for it. Now there's this support roughly around, I would say, 21.88, 21.85. So what I'm looking for is for Gush. I mean, the RSI shows that it should go up a little, but obviously there's a resistance here around 22.85, 22.90, somewhere around there. So I do look forward to maybe trend up early market hours. But I do look for another sell-off to happen. How low will it go? Who knows? It might go slightly lower since Gush is obviously trending down of late. So as you can see, obviously this was a previous resistance around 23.40. Now there's a resistance around 22.90. And obviously the low keeps getting lower, so I look for the next low to probably be around 21, maybe even a little lower. Who knows? It just depends on how big the sell-off is at the end of the day. It could easily just stay around, say, what would this support be? Roughly around like 22 to 21.90. It could just hit there and then bounce. But I mean, if you catch it at 21.90 and it bounces, say you wait until confirmation at say 22, and then you go ahead and sell it off around 22.75. Not huge profits or anything, but profits are profits. Just keep unlocking those profits. Don't get greedy, and you'll win. I mean, that's just it, guys. I mean, analyzing the charts, do your due diligence. Don't depend on me or any other YouTuber or anyone on the internet or anyone in your household. Don't depend on anyone. Just have faith in yourself. Do the due diligence. Do the homework. As I always say, if you don't believe in it, do not invest in it. If you don't believe in any of these stocks that I shared with you today, then don't invest in them. I mean, you can literally, like I said, you can literally just go down here, copy my watch list. Actually, I need to update this. A lot of these are trash, to be honest. These are all from when I first started. So a lot of them, like GSAT, trash. Well, I don't know about that. I might regret that. GSAT was at 74 cents, and it's up to 80. So I might want to look at that. But obviously, like I said, for most part, I'm out of penny stocks. But there are some that catch my eyesight, catch my attention, because like I said, in the plan profit and the tech buds, I'm not in plan profit, in the tech bud solutions group, the free group, there's a lot of people that do make a killing off penny stocks, and they'll kind of be like, hey, not telling you guys what to invest in, but that's how I found out about XXII. I didn't suggest that one to you guys just because there's not a lot of I mean, there is potential there, but just not a lot. I'm not really too confident in it. But on Friday, I did day trade XXI, like I mentioned, and I made a quick 3 to 4%. So I mean, that one I found because of people in Tech Bud Solutions group. And no, I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. I mean, it's just a good group of guys at the end of the day. But XXI, I might keep an eye on that because it might be worth my time a little bit. But like I said, any moves I make, I definitely let you guys know. I'll let you guys know about the wins, the losses, and so on. Obviously, I lost big time on Acre and BPMX. But I don't want to discuss that because I don't like focusing on the losses. I like focusing on the wins and staying positive over here. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and hop in the chat one last time. Make sure no one's in there. No one is. Make sure that the stream's even doing well. Apparently it's not doing too bad. It didn't stop for once. But for those of you that do watch, let me know how the stream does, even though not very many of you watch yet. But for those of you that do hop in, let me know if the stream's sucking, because I mean, obviously I'm having some internet issues that should be getting resolved very soon. Today didn't seem to go quite as bad as the last few ones have, thankfully, so hopefully we'll just start getting back on track here. I'm sorry for that ahead of time, but hopefully, like I said, this should be getting resolved very, very soon. But yeah, if there's no questions, if there's no stocks that you guys want me to go over, then I guess I will go ahead and wrap this up. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'll go ahead and wrap this up. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me go ahead and go to my stream and see how much you can see of me. So I don't know if you guys can really see that well. I had my order up stuff on. I actually just got back from doing order up. Obviously always looking to make some money. Nothing big or anything. I made a quick $30, but money's money at the end of the day. Money is a goal. Without making money, you can't add to your account. I always say, go out there, hustle, hustle, hustle. If you're not hustling, then you're not winning, and you're not ever going to win. But yeah, so I actually need to go cook some dinner because I forgot I'm barbecuing tonight. I don't know why, because it's only 48 degrees. But yeah, until next time, guys, hopefully you guys did like the video. If you did, definitely make sure to hit that like button. I greatly appreciate that. And if this is your first video to my channel, definitely consider checking out the playlist that I mentioned. I got a bunch of stock videos I keep on pumping out almost daily here, as well as just any way to make money online, be it Amazon, eBay, Shopify occasionally. It's been a while since I've hit those, actually. I need to give those people some love because I've been losing quite a few subscribers from those videos lately. But yeah, pretty much any way to make money and achieve financial freedom is always on this channel. So definitely consider hitting the subscribe button and checking out the channel when you get through watching this. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there and making them profits and making those money gains. And hopefully we'll achieve some financial freedom this year. But I'll see you guys in the next video.